And
Hi everyone. Hope everyone is doing well and enjoying the first warm-up week of this amazing program. Uh, I want to welcome you today for a special series which we run every season. It's called Walk with the Coach series, right? It's very special, and I will tell you why I'm saying it's special. But before that, just quick introduction about myself. I live in Edison, New Jersey. I work for a company called Amazon. I got introduced to this long running in 2013, and since then, man, I'm loving every bit of it. Uh, because of the usability nowadays, the days they call it usability aspect of it. All you need is shoes. You wear your shoes, go out, have your long run, and come back and attend your next meeting. So that's one. And the second is the long distance running also gives me a lot of me time, right? That's the time when I get to hear to podcast, finish my favorite book on Audible, or listen to the songs, right? So I love every bit of running. Now let's talk about what am I doing here, right? Walk with the Coach series, as I said, is very special because we want to use this series to introduce you to some of the important concepts of running, as well as use this as a mechanism for a little bit coaching, right? I personally believe that listening to this podcast or the series is very important for all of you, because this will give you a lot of important information, useful technique, which you can use as you go out for running. Okay, so with that, today I have our super energetic, as always, Mr. Bala, head coach, with me. Hi Bala, how are you?
hey guys, man, I'm so excited to start the season. As you rightly said, Walk with the Coach. We are starting again. We have done so many such episodes before, and this is my first one with Ani, Coach Ani. And that itself is very exciting for me, buddy.
Yeah.
So thanks for inviting me. Thanks for hosting this podcast. You know where we are. Why don't you talk a little bit? Because as I walk through this, I feel really good about this place.
Exactly, that's the first thing. I am coming here. I think last time I was here, we witnessed something historic in our.
I can. Keep walking. Yeah.
All right. Last time we were here, we witnessed something historic on this place. It's a Mitachin trail where we are walking. And why don't you talk about that, Bala? What was
Yes, sure.
historic
Let me
about it?
first show you what this place is. Look at this. This is the trail we are walking right now. And this is where we have walked till now. This is a 3.5 mile walk. Yes, Ani. Should I talk a little bit about what happened here?
Absolutely. We cannot start our, Walk with the Coach series without talking about what we witnessed last time here.
Absolutely. So, guys, this is a Metachin Trail, about 3.5 mile one-way trail, an absolutely beautiful trail. And we are in December. Of course, it's cold outside, but we don't even feel the cold. We feel really nice walking this place. Now, the history this place is, last time when we were here was the end of season 6.
Yep.
The one of the ends of the season 6, where we had a very, very special man doing a very, very special should I say achievement, and that is our coach Deepak finished his ultra marathon here, 50 miles. He ran 50 miles in this trail, and all of us were here, and he set the high water mark from a distance sort of standpoint for the runners high group, and all of us were here, and it was as if we all ran. We felt the pride, didn't we?
Absolutely. I still remember the day when Deepak was finishing. I think he was on his 48th or 49th mile, and there were 50 of us waiting on the finish line. Obviously, because of the COVID reason, we couldn't do it in a formal setting.
Yeah.
But we made sure Deepak gets all the support for the amazing thing he finished that day.
50 miles, guys. I know, just for those of you who have just trying to fathom what 50 miles is. 50 mile of running in terms of effort, so in terms of distance is what? 2 half full marathons or 4 half marathons, right? But in terms of effort, I would say it is anywhere between 7 to 10 half marathon effort.
Absolutely.
Continuously. That's just because your body starts disintegrating after a full marathon, and somebody finishes a full marathon, and somebody comes and says, okay, now you go and start doing one more full marathon. That is a 50 mile run. And boy, he motivated us so much. Not only in the way he ran, but also the way he finished. We always believe in finishing strong. He finished it and he felt like he just did a walk in the park kind of a thing.
Absolutely. I still remember after the finish, I think all of you went for a dinner and he was there, and absolutely, I mean, he was like, I don't feel anything.
Absolutely.
And that's like, yeah, so Deepak, our assistant coach, one of the Iron Man of our community.
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up.
All right, so let's get started, Bala, right? I listened to your last podcast, which
Yeah.
you did with assistant coach Saurabh and Indu. Very well done. And you talked about, you gave a perspective of what all this program is all about, right?
Yeah.
At a high level, what we want to achieve, what our objectives are, right? After that message, what is the first thing you want to tell our runner for season 7?
No, absolutely. Great question. So as we come closer and closer to the real beginning of the season, now we are in the warm-up week, I wanted to introduce to you the notion of the contract that we are getting into, Ani. What I mean by that is, while we don't have a legal contract per se, but I would like all of you to think of this as more sacred than a legal contract.
Absolutely.
It's the gentleman or the lady's contract that we are striking between the AC community and the coach community and the runners. So what I mean by that is, like in any other contract, excuse me, like in any other contract, there is a set of rules and requirements that we all agree to before we embark on a project. That's what a contract is about. And those rules are the ones that it's the operating system of that particular project. Somewhat similar thing is what I would like to say. So that's why I want to name this episode The Contract. Okay. This contract that I'm talking about is between coach and runners, and both the parties have a certain set of minimum expected things that they need to be doing. So let's first talk about coach, because we two are coaches. So let me ask you the question, Coach Ani. As a coach, you're now doing it for the second time. And you've been in the season you've been in Runners High for what, 4 seasons now or 5 seasons now?
Yeah, this is my 4th season.
4 seasons now. So you know the drill. So as a coach now you've been on one side and now you come to the other side and you've done it, for a good portion of time. Talk to me or talk to the runners about what are all the things you sign up to do as a coach.
Right. So look, for this season, we have 9 assistant coaches. Bala is there. We have additional, folks like Renu and Madhvi in management committee. And we all are doing this for one simple reason, right? One simple reason. As I said, I'm in the 4th season of running high with Bala. And the reason we are doing this is we want all of us ACs want to see you finish, cross that finish line in 16 weeks, right? But the only way we can do it is by, making sure that, from our side, you get all the support in terms of what running is all about, what you're supposed to do on a week-to-week basis for next 16 weeks. This is not our day job, guys, right? We have our day jobs, but all of us are literally passionate about you making that, you crossing that finish line in 16 weeks. So what do? We first of all, the registration process was, very, very high toll mark, right? Process. Thanks to Renu and Madhvi for that. As an assistant coach, if I had to talk about myself, I have 40 people in my cohort.
Yeah.
And and all of them are running different long distances, right? 5K, 10K, half marathon, and all that, right? I want to make sure that all of you get a proper guidance on a week-to-week basis from a coach. And the way I do that is I go to Final Search. I think we mentioned Final Search now a million times, right?
Yeah.
But that's the communication model where I go in Final Search, I look at your run based on what I know about running for, having run for last 9 and 10 years. I recommend you, I guide you, I review your run, and I guide you on what you should be doing in your next run.
Yeah.
Right? And that takes time. That's like 1 hour on a daily basis, not only for me, for every assistant coaches. But again, why are we doing this? Every time you think, if you have this question that why why are you in this program, and what assistant coaches are doing? The simple question is, we want all of you to see crossing that finish line in 16 weeks.
Correct. Or in other words, guys, if you think about it, like if I, it's beautiful words from Ani here. If you think about it, we don't do it for money. None of us are doing it for money. We all are, as he said, day job we have parents, we have other interests in life, but we choose to do this. And we don't choose to do it half-ass way. We choose to do it with the fullest of enthusiasm and passion you can expect and imagine. And putting my modesty aside, you will soon realize we are giving you one of the world's premium training experience, virtual coaching experience. You will know that. As I said, I put my modesty aside. The reason I'm saying that is my coach, she gives me the schedule and then she's off to the next runner. She's not going to keep recording these things, giving instructions and that type of stuff. Because we do it because that's our passion. And the return on effort that we are looking for is to drive impact in all your lives. That driving impact comes across in two ways. One, you guys finish the entire training program. The journey to the start line, and of course, after that, finish line will happen. Finishing the training program is about you following instructions. So the more you follow instructions, the more you listen to these messages, more return on our effort that we get. That's all we're asking for. So my first part of this contract from a coach standpoint is I ask them to give their best, absolute best, not seeking financial gains, but seeking that return of effort. As long as you have that passion, you do that, that's good enough. Good things will breed good outcomes, and good outcomes will breed good people, and we keep moving with this mission. So that's on the coach side. So Ani, let me talk a little bit about the runner side. It's a contract I was talking about. From a runner side, the expectation from us is that if you are in this program, that means you are ready to be coached. That means you have to follow coach instructions. So if you're in this program, you don't read through these kind of messages, you don't follow these messages, you don't do these runs properly, nor do you read final search, you just do it randomly, come 3 weeks later and just ping a coach and say that, hey, you said something, what is the meaning of that, when we have already discussed that 3 weeks ago. It just tells us that you are not as serious as for your own success as how we are for your success. That's really what the contract is all about. The imagery that I would like you all to have, guys, think of this grandmaster chess player, let's say Vishwanathan Anand. He does these benefit matches where he's there and about 50 players are around him, chess players, and they're all playing simultaneously with this grandmaster. He goes and walks around each and every chess player, but when he's in a chess with the one chess player, he focuses on that player, makes a move.
Yep.
And then he goes to the next player, focuses on that player, makes a move. Like that, he does all the 50 moves in just one round. But the individual player, he's taking that move seriously, because by the time coach comes back again, the other person is expected to make the move based on grandmaster's move. If he comes back and the other player has not even made any move, that guy is out.
Yep.
You understand? That is the relationship I'm looking for. Every coach will dedicate a little bit of time for you, dedicated time, when he's focused on you. But by the time he comes back again to you, he needs to see something out of that dedication.
Yep.
Because when he's dedicating his time for you, he is vested in your success. Okay? So when he comes back, he or she needs to see that you are vested in your own success as much as the coach is vested in your success. That is the return on effort we are looking for, and that is what is the contract that we are getting into. Got it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely, rightly said.
So let's come back, Ani, next message. We'll talk a little bit more about what happens when you break this contract, or how do you break this contract.
Yes.
What do you think?
That's in the part 2 of this series.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.